Hello, Monique. Thank you for your detailed and well organized presentation on strengthening assessment practices for accreditation within the Department of Student Success. I especially appreciate your emphasis on building a culture of evidence and ensuring that assessment is used for improvement rather than simple compliance. That distinction is extremely important in higher education today. One aspect of your presentation that stood out to me was your explanation of the assessment cycle. The concept of closing the loop. Most institutions successfully collect large amounts of assessment data, but they struggle with the next step, which is using that information to improve programs and student outcomes. Effective assessment should lead to actionable changes that enhance student learning and success. According to Banta and Palomba, meaningful assessment occurs when institutions not only gather data but also interpret results and apply them to improve institutional programs and services. In other words, the real value of assessment lies in how the findings inform decisions that strengthen institutional effectiveness. Your discussion of measurable outcomes was also particularly important. As you noted, poorly written outcomes are one of the most common issues identified by accrediting agencies. Outcomes must be specific, measurable, and aligned with institutional mission in order to provide meaningful evidence for accreditation reviews. Clear outcomes help departments determine whether programs such as a first-year experience initiatives, tutoring services, and academic coaching are truly supporting student achievement. When outcomes are clearly defined and aligned with the mission, institutions can demonstrate to accreditors that their programs are contributing to student learning and institutional goals. Another point that I found valuable was your focus on multiple assessment methods, including both direct and indirect measures. Direct measures such as assignments, portfolios, and performance-based assessments provide concrete evidence of learning, while indirect measures such as surveys, focus groups, help institutions understand student perceptions and experiences. Scholars in higher education assessment emphasize that a balanced approach using both types of measures produces more reliable evidence of student success and program effectiveness. By integrating these methods, departments can develop a fuller understanding of how their programs impact student learning and engagement. I also appreciated how you integrated your Christian worldview into the discussion. Christian higher education assessment is not simply about meeting accreditation standards, but also about faithful stewardship of the educational mission entrusted to the institution. The Bible reminds us of the importance of excellence and diligence in our work. In Colossians 3:23 it states, "Whatsoever you do, do it heartily, as to the Lord, and not unto men." This passage reflects the idea that educational leaders and faculty should pursue excellence in teaching, assessment, and student support because their work ultimately serves a higher purpose. Again, I appreciate, Monique, your contribution this week, and Bolt and I really enjoyed it. Thank you.